He filled a bathtub with model airplanes, carefully peeled off the logos, and stuck them onto forged checks. Thanks to his good looks and smooth-talking charm, he managed to cash the fake checks with ease. But that wasn't enough for him. He then dressed up as a pilot, hitched rides on free flights, and started traveling the world. When he got to Miami, he flirted with a bank employee while cashing another fake check. She ended up giving him a tour of the bank, and that's when he learned about the check printing machine. Later, he bought a specialized check printer at an auction and began mass-producing fake checks on his own. It didn't take long for the FBI to catch on. Carl traced Frank through the forged checks and stormed into his hotel room, where he found a table full of tools, confirming Frank's involvement in the scam. Frank calmly walked out of the bathroom, claiming he was with the intelligence agency and that the suspect had already been taken into custody by his colleagues 10 minutes earlier. He even handed Carl his wallet, saying it held his ID, and pointed to a car outside where the so-called agents were supposedly escorting the suspect. Carl bought the whole story, and Frank slipped away just like that. Feeling relieved, Carl opened the wallet only to find a bunch of random little cards. Frank was long gone. After that, Frank's confidence skyrocketed. He started dressing like James Bond, drove a similar car, and had a beautiful woman at his side. He even called Carl to apologize for tricking him, saying he was in room 3113 of a hotel. But Carl, having already been fooled once, didn't fall for it again. Instead, he changed the subject and hit a nerve by asking Frank if he ever felt lonely. Frank immediately hung up and left the room, which, as it turns out, really was room 3113. By chance, Carl discovered that the name Frank had been using, Barry Allen, was actually the real name of the Flash. Following that lead, he soon figured out Frank's real identity, a teenager from New York. When Carl confirmed who he was stunned to learn that this genius con artist was just 17 years old. Meanwhile, across the globe, Frank had no idea any of this was happening. Tired of pretending to be a pilot, he decided it was time to switch things up.